This month on All A's, Oakland starter Mike Fiers takes us out for brunch and games in Alameda. Hear about his persistent rise to the big leagues.
I was probably annoying, probably.
You pursued him more than the scout pursued the player.
And how a car accident nearly derailed his career.
I got really lucky.
Bring some quarters for pinball and leave room for dessert. All A's begins now.
Welcome to the island of Alameda. This is All A's. I know you're already familiar with Mike Fiers. We're at Cafe Jolie, a place where it's like cheers to you because they already know your name when you walk in. In fact, you just ordered. Well, you didn't even order because they already knew what you wanted. So this is your spot. Oh, you don't even have to say it.
Yeah, well, I usually know what to do.
Yeah, one of two spots I like to go to, more so with Ramon. You know, we kind of met here for the first time, not planned, but just showed up, and it's been a thing. So like whenever he wants to invite me, when he has time for me, then we kind of meet up here. But yeah, I love it here, food's good, and so can't go wrong.
And legend has it, on May 7th, the morning of your no-hitter, you and Ramon were both here having breakfast together. Little did you know what you would do that night and what he would do to help you in that night's game, right? That great catch.
Yeah, kind of a weird thing. It was just, I was looking for a new breakfast spot, found this place, came here a few times and saw Ramon here one time, and happened to just be the morning of the no-hitter. So we both had breakfast together, special night happened, and we just made it a point to come back whenever we needed to pick me up and say, hey, we need a good game, we meet here for breakfast.
Now that I have this, the questions are going to get better, and this show is instantly going to get better. I feel like I needed it.
How about this coffee thing?
This is like a bowl of coffee, yeah. Let alone a big cup.
Swing and a miss. So Fiers gets through 7 strong innings.
Don't you think it's amazing how you're even with the A's right now? And I say that because last year, right about this time, you were rumored to be traded to Oakland. That didn't happen at the deadline.
Right.
Then you clear waivers. Amazingly, the A's get you. And then even into this past offseason, you become a free agent, and you are a free agent for almost a month. I think it was just a couple days before Christmas when you then signed a 2-year deal with these same A's. So it was like they weren't going to get you, then they did. Then they weren't going to keep you, and now you're here. It's kind of a lot of twists and turns there.
Yeah, that's the baseball life, pretty much, in a nutshell there. You just never know where you're going to be. You never know what people are thinking, what's going to happen, what are on their mind for other players as well. Sure. So I mean, it's a big juggling effect, and I just feel like wherever I land is where I'm supposed to be, and I love it. So
here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move this stuff. Yeah, we'll switch that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh. Enjoy.
Thank you. Yeah. I feel like we need to just stop for 1 second and just admire
You have
this.
to.
Oh my goodness. Getting to the big leagues, and I know this is now, years removed. Maybe you see it a little bit better.
Feels like yesterday.
It probably does, right? I mean, was there ever a time where you knew for sure you were going to make it to the big leagues? And conversely, was there ever a time where you thought, I don't know if I'll ever make it?
There's definitely a lot of time thinking that I wasn't going to be able to make it just because I wasn't going to get the opportunity. Heading back up for my senior year, I got in a bad car accident, and actually, it's kind of it was a weird situation, because I see it as a blessing because I didn't go back up to that school, and I ended up transferring the next year to Nova Southeastern. The one scout that really kind of, knew who I was Charlie Sullivan. He was the Milwaukee Brewers scout at the time, and he kind of kept in touch with me. He was like, hey, you know, here's my number, you know, let me know what's going on. I kept up with him. I kept texting him. I was probably annoying, probably.
You pursued him more than the scout pursued the player.
The one time I told him I was ready to throw in front of him, I wanted him to look at me, and he told me he had some guys throwing, so he's like, yeah, come out, but you need to bring a catcher. I don't think he had other pitchers out there, so. And I went out there. I went out there. It was about a 30-minute drive, and well worth it for me. And
had a good day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Threw pretty well, and he's like, he told me there. He's like, yeah, you could pitch in the big leagues right now. I was like, what? He said, you know, your pitchability, the pitches you do throw, and being able to throw all the pitches for strikes, and it was kind of weird because, you know, I had a lot of D1 schools or good schools in South Florida told me I couldn't play for them, but
which is
this
amazing.
this guy's telling me I can pitch in the big leagues.
You know, just going back to the car accident, I mean, you talk about how it affected your baseball career, sidetracked you a bit. I mean, I don't want to get too personal here, but it also sounds like you could have died that night.
Yeah.
On the Florida Turnpike, right?
Yeah, I got really lucky. Wasn't wearing my seatbelt. Left pretty late in the night, and I was up all day. Like, I had all my friends. We train in the morning. We run on the beach. We go to the gym, and then we go to the field, and then we go eat lunch, and then it's just like a full day. And then I had a bunch of people over my house for the last day I was there. Everyone just wanted to hang out, and everyone left, and I was just laying there, and it became like 12 o'clock at night, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna decide. I just decided to start driving. I didn't want to catch traffic driving from South Florida all the way up to Williamsburg, Kentucky. It's about a 13-hour drive, and I know driving during the day is tough, and you know, going through traffic, and so I was just like, I'm just gonna go. My parents were sleeping. One of my buddies that actually lived in my house was sleeping. I told him, all right, I'm out. And I got 2.5 hours down the road and fell asleep at the wheel. But yeah, definitely got lucky. Got ejected from my car, landed in the guardrail, and yeah, it was a wild night. It was wild. I look back now, I'm like almost laughing because it's like, it's crazy. I can't believe that all happened. I woke up and I had some fractures in my back and dislocated my left leg, but I mean, it could have been a lot worse. So I'm kind of, you know, happy to have survived that.
And I mean, a lot of it probably just goes back to being a young man. You made some decisions that you today would probably not even consider. I think a lot of us look back on life and say, what was I thinking back then?
It was, I'm gonna switch these out.
Oh, there you go.
I can get in there.
I got you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna take that more.
You know what I mean, though? It just...
Yeah, it was kind of a dumb. It's a dumb decision. It was a dumb decision to leave. I've always been the guy to say, you know, how do people fall asleep at the wheel? It happened to me, and I was pretty shocked that could happen to me. I've always, like, I couldn't fathom falling asleep at the wheel, and it happened to me.
Yeah.
I was so tired, and it happened in an instant. I don't even remember. It was just like, boom, I was out.
Through the windshield.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And survived it.
Yeah. Someone was watching me.
Man.
Someone was looking out for me, so kind of lucky right there.
Coming up on All A's, Mike Fiers relives the no-hitter he threw this season at the Coliseum. And see how he really feels about his bobblehead. After these messages, we'll be right back.
I'm going to throw some names at you.
Okay.
Nolan Ryan, Cy Young, Randy Johnson, Mike Fiers. That's a great list, right? There's only a total of 35 pitchers who have thrown multiple no-hitters in their career. But what I want to know is, because you already did it once before coming to Oakland, as it was unfolding back on May 7th for the second time, Did it feel even more surreal because you're thinking, how many guys are fortunate enough to have this happen twice to them?
It's wild. I mean, I wouldn't really put myself on that list.
I did. Come on. It's there. Nobody can change that.
But yeah, I mean, it's wild. I mean, it's just one of those things that just happen. I mean, you're out there just battling, pitching, and going inning to inning, and hitter to hitter, whatever, and it starts getting late in the game, and there's no hits. And obviously, you know, with some good plays from Jurix and Profar and Ramon Lariano out there, and it just a couple of good plays here and there, and then you're in the ninth with no hits, and you got to finish it off. You got this far, you might as well, you know, get through it.
I'm going to say a quirky night in general, right? Because before the game even got started, and it was an interleague game against the Reds, a team that the Oakland A's barely ever see, but the game was delayed an hour and 45 minutes because a set of lights in left field were not working. A night game, you need the lights. What did they tell you about the game not starting on time? What did you think about that? And then what the heck did you do for an hour and 45 minutes?
I didn't think we were going to play. I thought for sure, no, the lights are out. Why? We could just move this back to tomorrow, easy fix. But we started playing. I don't know. I guess it was good enough, and both teams agreed to play.
So it was an hour 45 delay. So the game got started right before 9. Basically.
Okay, 9.
Yeah.
It felt later.
Yeah. Because you referenced them, I want to go back and revisit some of these great plays. In fact, 2 of them in a row.
Yeah.
You know, of course, I saved
Back-to-back
these on my
pitches?
phone. Yeah, back-to-back pitches. Top of the 6th. You guys already have the lead. Here's Profar in short right field.
Not going to be an easy play. Profar hustling over there. Profar dives and he caught it. Jurix and Profar with a terrific play.
If he doesn't catch this, it's probably ruled a hit, right?
Oh,
That's not an E4.
It's a hit and a double.
If he doesn't make that.
Yeah, 1-run game.
So what do you think when you saw that?
I mean, it was sick. Like it was way out here. Like
Yeah, he traveled
it was
a
a
long way.
right-handed hitter.
Yeah.
And the ball, that's a hit 99% of the time. It was huge because it was 1-0 at that point. So that right there is a double. Guy on second with, I think it was 1 out at the time.
Yep, 1 out.
And so the guy on second with 1 out, and they had Votto coming up next. So another great hitter. I mean, I was going to get excited no matter what. It was a great play.
An out's an out, right?
But, you know, if we're up by 5 runs, I'm not really too worried, but I'm like, oh, great play. But it's not like the game's in jeopardy. But
Right.
at that point, it's a game,
Yeah.
tight game. So obviously any base runner is huge there.
All right, so next batter and literally next pitch, Joey Votto. And again, this is one of those plays where if Ramon doesn't catch this, I mean, even if it goes off his glove and over the fence, or off his glove and back into play, that's
Homer
not an
ties the
error.
game.
That's
Yeah.
a hit.
Yeah.
And the no-hitter's gone, but he makes what is a normal catch for him, but an amazing catch for most outfielders.
Yeah, we've seen him do that multiple times, so that's why it's kind of crazy. I remember it happened to Brett. He robbed a homer and then threw it all the way to the other dugout, and then I think Hundley at the time was backing up.
Mariano's now going back. He's still going back. He's near the wall, and it is. He caught it. He caught it. He fires it back in. Now Hundley grabs it. The throw to second base, and maybe the greatest double play you've ever seen.
Hundley knew he was going to throw it all the way to first base. He ended up backing up.
Overthrowing it.
That's what's crazy about that one. But yeah, it's a tie game. If it hits off his glove, it's a double again.
Absolutely.
And so there's 1-run game again. So it's yeah, it's an amazing play. It's crazy. If it happens, like it could have hit that wall over there.
Right.
It was a tough spot, and he didn't care. He went up and got it. It's pretty crazy.
Because that's the 3rd out, right? Now you're coming off the mound, you're going back into the dugout. That had to set your radar off just a little bit of like, okay, this went from being a really good night to now I think something special is going on.
I think so. I just getting through the 6th with no runs, facing that lineup, another big out in that game. And every game's big for us. So it's not like we don't take any outs off. We don't take pitches off. We don't take our bats off on this team. And we know the spot we're in. We know everything counts. And at the end of the year, it's all going to add up. And whoever makes those plays to win a game here and there, it's huge. And both of those guys made great plays to save a game. Because at the end of the year, like last year, I mean, it was all decided by one game. So every one of those plays was just huge, and it counts.
And the 2-2 delivery is swung on and missed on a breaking ball in the dirt. And Mike Fiers has thrown his second no-hitter.
One last thing on your no-hitter. I believe they made a bobblehead to commemorate it. This is like everybody's got a signature pose after they do it. Manaya had one last year. That's you. This year, what do you think?
No, it's cool. Yeah. That's probably my reaction every time there was a good play. End of the game, that goes with a lot of situations in that game.
With this last bite, my breakfast is officially over because
Yours is.
there's no more left. This is a great spot. You got the tab?
Sure.
All right, I got the tab?
I think I got it.
NBC's got the tab. Come on, Mike, you know that.
Well, thank you, NBC.
It's time now for our Carl's Jr. Trivia Test. What current member of the Oakland A's has also thrown 2 no-hitters? We'll have the answer when All A's returns. Welcome back to All A's. Before the break, we asked, what current member of the Oakland A's has also thrown 2 no-hitters? The answer? Homer Bailey.
This is kind of weird, Mike. You learn something new every day. Right around the corner from your favorite breakfast spot is the Pinball Museum here. I don't know much about this. I don't think you do either.
I've played before.
But not I mean, these are machines here from the 40s, and it's interesting, right?
Sure, it's not as cool as Fortnite nowadays, but still brings you back. I remember playing them, but you have to talk up some of these young kids on the team that all they do is play Fortnite. I don't think that
You're
this
not
is
a
gonna
Fortnite
excite
guy.
them. No, I'm not.
Are you a millennial?
I guess partly. But I'm more the regular sports games.
Right. FIFA, maybe?
Yeah, FIFA, NBA, or Madden.
I'm with you
Those
on that one.
those are my games.
All right, let's see if we can get our hands on some of these pinball machines. I don't know about all these old school ones. I need bells and whistles.
Yeah.
How's your
let's take
hand-eye
the other
coordination
one.
must be pretty good, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
I would have to
I
think-
can pick up a game pretty quick. And,
Okay, all right.
So there's some guys on the team they have their own games and so they asked me, oh, do you have any video consoles at home? I said, no, I don't.
Really?
I pick it up and give me 1 or 2 games to get loose, and then I'll beat you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you're saying you'll beat me or anybody?
Yeah.
Let's find out. Let's go find out.
Whoever it is.
It's been about 90 seconds and you haven't let a ball get by you yet.
This game's easy. It's a
Oh,
natural.
really?
Oh, what was that?
25,000 more points is what that was.
We got a ship going. We got some.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
what
see,
happened?
it only went behind. It's the only way they can get through.
All right, let's try this one.
Yeah.
Fishtails. Oh, look, it's got a gun. See, why am I nervous? Oh, no.
Oh, man.
That lasted like
Hey, what?
12 seconds. Oh, come on. Are you serious?
You gotta find the right game, man.
This one, oh, wait. I wasn't paying attention. I think this is probably the third and last ball.
Are you guys gonna keep that on, or?
No, we're
All right.
editing that out.
They said
right?
yes.
No, they'll probably keep it in. Okay, so even in this, right? Like, I'm a little bit nervous right now. You ever get nervous on the mound?
Oh, of course.
Still?
I would say you get nervous before. I get nervous before every game.
Maybe you're
it might,
supposed to, right?
It might be like a good nervous.
Right.
But once the game starts and you start, you get out there and start throwing the ball, and that's where you get into your comfort zone, is when you start actually playing the game. I guess it is nervousness, but there might be another word for it. You're more excited. You're
anxious?
Ready. Yeah, you're anxious. You're ready for it to get going. You're kind of anticipating a lot of things, so you just want to get it going and just play the game and stop thinking about it. Maybe you like the pregame, not actual game.
Right.
You know, I'm the opposite. I like when the game actually starts, but
I'm good before and afterwards. In the heat of the moment.
You can talk about it. I can do it.
I clearly am not good under pressure here. Lethal Weapon 3. Oh.
See, a lot of the guys on our team don't even know what Lethal Weapon is. That's why you can't even.
See, you're not a millennial.
They only know that from the Drake song.
Young Money.
The Drake song.
They've never seen this, but we'll play it. Let the ball come to you. That's my advice.
Isn't that what a hitter is supposed to say, not a pitcher? Let the bat do the work. You let the flippers do the work here. We're gonna close it out on this one, Mike. I feel like this is like a perfect fit for us. The game is Upper Deck. It looks to be pitcher and batter in pinball form. And I don't think it's fair if you're the pitcher here, so.
I mean, it's not fair if I'm the hitter either.
I could actually strike Mike Fiers
I don't know
out.
if you saw me in the National League. That's the reason I got traded.
You're an American League guy now. All right, here we go. Second and third. All right.
Second and third.
Oh! Quick
Oh
pitch
my
to-
God, you threw two.
Is there
You got two straight strikes right there.
two strikes?
That was.
Wait, two came out?
You quick pitched me with two pitches and it gave you two strikes.
Huh.
Amazing. Oh, it did get up
What
there.
happened? All right.
Stop right there. You made it out.
Look, this was a very popular game, I'm sure, in 1973.
This is pretty fun.
I mean, it is,
Honestly,
you know.
I want it. There's two outs right now. You got second and third.
All right.
You gotta make a pitch. But I just hit a triple. See, that's what happens.
You just
in
drove them
baseball.
both in.
Right when you're about to get out of the inning, triple, 2 runs. See how tough it is? It went from 0 runs, you're doing great, to now your ERA just.
I literally
went
can't
through the
win at
roof.
anything.
Here you go.
Unless you're not
Here,
paying attention. All right.
You try to hit it. Let's see how you. So I'm gonna just throw it. You see? It's tough.
Didn't even
You'll
get out of
get the hang of it.
All right.
There you go.
Home run! Wait
Well,
a second.
I will say this.
Wait a second. I can now tell people I hit a home run off Mike Fiers.
A lot of guys can say that.
Well,
But
I won't tell them it happened on a 1973 pinball machine.
yeah, don't bring that up in the clubhouse because everyone in there thinks like they got a hit off me prior in my career, and Profar has one, Canna has it. There's a bunch of guys, so you won't be any more popular than those guys, if that makes you happy.
Well, I just got to say, Mike, it's been tremendous to hang out with you, have breakfast, get to know you a little bit better. Obviously, you've been having a great season, and we've been enjoying having you here as part of the A's. Glad it all worked out. A long, windy road, but I'm glad you're here. So thanks for everything, and thanks for doing this.
No, thank you. I'm glad to be here as well. So I'm looking for the end of this season, but also years to come.
Appreciate it, Mike.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks,
all
bro.
right.